MotoGP action underway in Indonesia. Storming start from Miguel Oliveira.
Oliveira powers his way out of the final corner and eases past Fabio Quartararo.
Here comes Jack Miller up the inside of Miguel Oliveira into turn 10. Here comes Oliveira. That's the battle for the race lead, and it's now in the advantage of the Portuguese man. Miguel is the man in Mandalika. A famous win here for KTM in our first Indonesian Grand Prix in a quarter of a century. That was a brilliant ride by Miguel Oliveira.
Bagnaia is up 3 places. He's up into 9th place. Aleix Espargaro's first lap is getting worse as he goes wide. Bagnaia might gain another 2 places there up the inside of Marquez and Espargaro.
Around the outside, they're now through the third gear. Turn 11 as Aleix Espargaro. He leans on the Bagnaia. This is brilliant by Bagnaia. It's taken him, 2 3/4 laps to get himself from 13th to 3rd.
Martin's down.
Oh no, Jorge Martin has crashed.
Martin
Can you believe this? Jorge Martin has his head in his hands. There is another massive plot twist in this year's MotoGP World Championship battle. Here comes Bagnaia. He's got the inside. This could be the key race-winning overtake then. He got such better speed. This is where Maverick Vinales started to fade through the high-speed change direction. Bagnaia picks him off. A massive victory in Mandalika for Pecco Bagnaia and the defence of his MotoGP World Championship. Cue absolute delirium inside the factory Ducati garage. That was the ride of a world champion. Bagnaia has made a superb start from the second row, already on the rear tyre of Martin. Jorge Martin's crashed out on lap 1. Does anybody want to win this year's MotoGP World Championship? Another massive twist in Mandalika in this year's championship battle as Pecco Bagnaia does take the checkered flag first.
Martin goes for 3rd.
He's come from a long way back there. He had to put a lot of trust in that front end. He got it off. He came from so far back, and Quartararo just eased off the brake, let him come through. He knew he was going to run wide.
Quartararo under pressure again, this time from Jorge Martin, who's again going to have to leave it a little bit late, releases the front brake and goes at the inside, but again Quartararo cannily back up the inside as Martin loses that place again. You can see he's been backed into Binder and Aleix Espargaro. Martin keen to get on with this.
Yeah, there's a big gang behind Quartararo, and finally Martin does sneak on the inside. This time he has made it through the 3rd gear, 130 kilometres an hour, turn 12. That's all in full send, isn't it, from Jorge Martin? Well, it didn't matter what Marini was going to do there, but Martin was coming through whatever, wasn't he? Look at this. Vinales just has no momentum, no corner speed. Has he already overcut that soft rear tyre trying to make an early break? Sprint magic for Martin in Mandalika. He does make it 4 sprint wins in a row. He crashed out in Mandalika in 2022. He crashed out in Mandalika in 2023. He crashed out of the Mandalika sprint here yesterday. But for the very first time in Indonesia, it is Jorge Martin with a masterclass. He is the master of Mandalika, and he seizes back control of this year's MotoGP World Championship. Vamos is the message on the 89's pit board. Come on, Prima Pramac Racing say, as he takes a monumental victory in this year's MotoGP battle.